Friends. How are you doing today? Welcome to this space. Again, it feels like I haven't been here in a while and I did not show up last week, and I apologize for that. It has been such a wild and crazy ride here since I've been back in Israel, and I can't believe it's been only a little bit more than 2 weeks. Wow. So things are moving far and fast and potently, but nonetheless, it was very important for me to show up here today because things are moving far and fast and potently, and the energy is still flowing, and there's still so much that we can and should be aware of, especially now that we are entering the autumn equinox. And happy equinox to those of you who are aware of and are celebrating it and enjoying the fruits of this beautiful time. Yeah, so I was about to say that as usual, I would love to begin with some breathing, but actually, I feel like perhaps something else wants to happen today. I'm going to have a quick drink of water. And then we'll see. I feel like I just want to say a couple words right now about the intimate presence we can have with ourselves. And I feel like some people need to hear this, and I imagine it's related to whatever comes in the reading ahead. But I feel like saying right now that it is always our choice to be in a close proximity to ourselves, to be present to our hearts, and to feel our love and feel our feelings and our emotions, and observe our vulnerability. I'm in a really interesting period in my life right now where the question of my basic human needs is coming up. I'm in a time right now where my basic securities are a little different than I've ever had them be before. And mostly now I have a lot of faith, and I'm staying present with who I am and what I am, because this does not change and is not dictated by my circumstances. But it's been a very interesting period for seeing exactly in live time the power of this choice of our self-presence and self-intimacy. And this self-intimacy is something that I care a lot about in my work with Joy Journeys. I'm really passionate about creating a space for people, for you to experience yourself in closer and closer proximity. But I just wanted to say today that the choice is always ours to be that for ourselves, to be a witness and an ally and a friend and a companion to our sometimes broken, sometimes messy, always naked, sweet hearts. And if you are in doubt right now about being that for yourself, and you feel or sense or know or in any way perceive the opportunity to do that in a way that allows you to step up into this current level that you are facing, let me just be another voice to offer you confidence and love and joy and ease about that decision. Let me be a voice to encourage you and celebrate you and honor you for even being aware of the decision and to spend some time next to it, to contemplate it. Even if it's with resistance, you are present to it. And I know that I need to hear this for myself right now. And I daily try to remind myself and embody this for myself. But also, because I do know the value of this reflection and this encouragement, I just wanted to put some of that out there as well. Yeah. I sense a lot of our raw hearts right now. And let me tell you, indeed, they are so beautiful. So I honor you and your raw heart right now. I honor the circumstances that are being reflected to you, and I honor where this will take you in your next level. And I send you so much love. Yeah. And with that, I want to move into the reading for today. So I didn't say it before, but as usual, please, if you are with me, I do see that there are 2 people present currently. I don't know who you are, and if you feel like saying hello, please do. I would love to know who's with me. And anyways, I send you love right now. So let me move into the reading for today because I feel it's important to continue putting these messages out there. But first, of course, just to say a few words about what this is. I'm working with light language here, which is a beautiful tool passed through the curanderos lineage of Mexico, using shapes and colors to work with and engage with and ask questions about and have a conversation with and dance with the energies of our lives in both abstract and practical, very specific ways. And today I will use this tool and use these shapes and colors to give us a bit of a bigger picture of the week ahead in terms of energetic movements. And let's see what comes, because the energy has just been rising so much. Let me know if you felt that or not. But indeed, like, the stakes are really just changing with, I feel, every hour. It's moving fast, and it's important, and also we're capable of being with this flow right now. So that said, I'm going to choose the shape and the color. So if you want to breathe, be with your heart, be with your intention, be with your light, and also particularly today, be with your vulnerabilities. I invite you and dare you to open your heart right now. Share yourself with this collective energy and reading. Beautiful. And if you want to just breathe with me a couple of breaths, I'd like to just feel and share the energy first before I start speaking about it. I invite you to just close your eyes and take some deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. Feeling the energy. So, as perhaps you can feel, it is a softer and more focused energy today. The color that we have, it is a color called pale green, the nickname for which is flowing healer. And all the greens are healing colors, like active healing for a variety of purposes and movements. And this particular color, I really feel is a particularly soft and nurturing color. Very kind. It's about the path of least resistance. I feel like today the reading is about the intimate connection, the singularity, the singular connection that we build with spirit, honoring that, knowing that, really embracing that and letting it into our system. Today is about the possibility, potential, and the choice again to drop the stories, to detach, and move into a singular, clear, simple alignment with spirit, to really create in beautiful words that I received with such potency, a link, a relationship. This is both a call to action and a reminder of what it means to be human. It's a call to action for some of us right now to allow ourselves to move into this place, not to force a movement into an alignment, but rather with love to open ourselves, to open our hearts, to open our vulnerabilities, to be vulnerable in general to a singular, potent connection with a certain kind of divinity or spirit or the universe or God or this world, however you connect to a certain greater divine consciousness. Today is about the singular connection. And the shape to pair with flowing healer, our color, pale green, the shape that we received today is one called sonar, or the tuning fork. And as you can perhaps imagine from this name, again, it is about like magnetizing and focusing moving into a singularity, a crispness, but not harshness and not rigidity, a very soft and actually pretty feminine focus, attentiveness, discernment, receptivity. I feel today the message is speaking about creating more room for grace. And perhaps to some of you, it may be a very, very obvious message, but there is a very particular energy that is also beyond my words, which is sort of like a superficial explanation. There is a very clear energy that's also being transmitted through this shape and color. There is an aspect of this link between ourselves, our human selves, our higher selves, and spirit that is being added and offered today. Today is mostly about the transmission, which goes beyond my words, but for some of my words, I know that there are some big questions right now, and definitely also on my side. There are some big and clear and what seem like very high stakes questions right now about risky things in our lives, or urgent, or again high stakes aspects of our lives, perhaps related to basic human needs, but I think inherently or necessarily. I feel like there are a lot of questions we have right now, big questions about our mastery and our highest levels and our next levels, and the course of our evolution for which we want answers. And there isn't a very clear and singular answer coming through right now, which is exactly this movement that I've described, to invite ourselves into singularity with our divine aspects. To know our own divinity, and the divinity in all aspects of who we are, including our human self, and of course our higher self, but also in the parts that seem contradictory. Today, the message is about being responsible for our divine connections, for our connection to higher aspects, higher realms, being responsible for creating space for the connection to enter our lives. But with it coming the ultimate support, the ultimate answer, and our ability to make the decisions we're trying to make right now in the most effortless and natural way. Yeah. Going back to what I was saying in the beginning, It is also about our choice to be present, intimately present with ourselves. In the way that divinity and God shines through us. And I think actually the biggest message of all in relation to this whole connection, it felt like a piece that I was kind of missing as I was saying these words. And I do admit sometimes, or often, I find myself feeling that way in these readings. But also the message is very clear. Letting our connection to ourselves, letting the self-intimacy, letting the intimacy through ourselves, through our humanity with divinity, our higher selves and beyond. Allowing it to be enough. Knowing it is enough. More than enough. Trusting that we have received enough, not from a place of scarcity, but of trust and love, and also therefore trust and love, knowing that abundance, our abundance is infinite, and there is much more physically and energetically on the way to us. This week is about playing with the idea that everything that we are connected to, all that we have opened ourselves to, all that comes when we open ourselves is enough. That we ourselves, by choosing to be this vessel, are enough. Allowing love and trust to pour through that connection and that knowing. Therefore, healing ourselves, moving ourselves, leading ourselves warmly, gently, firmly through our ongoing evolution. And also, for sure, this is something that I have deeply been struggling with in a lot of aspects of my life, personally and professionally lately. But speaking from experience, when I actually allow myself to tune in and feel the connection to my guides and my higher self, to my messy, sometimes humanity, my loving, passionate, playful humanity as well. When I really allow myself to receive that, it is clear to me, and it is also therefore clear that I am enough, and there is no doubt. And I think this is important for us to carry this week as we continue to walk our journey and face what lies ahead on the path. And through this, we heal ourselves, we heal those around us, and we heal this whole world. And sending you so, so, so much love. Excuse me. I really invite you to get this download. Feel this energy. And know that I am here and your guides are here. So many beautiful light beings. And also this entire collective of all of us walking our paths, saying yes to ourselves. There is so much love. There is so much here for all of us. And I invite you to it so, so, so warmly. Thank you so much, beloved. I hope you have a very beautiful week. And also thank you to all of you who were present for this reading and who have been following me through these readings. And I am so grateful for this chance to grow myself through you, to serve you and serve us all. So much gratitude and love right now, really. Oh, and I do want to say, I think this is probably the last time that, well, it is definitely the last time that I will be offering a reading with this incredible piece of art behind me. Thank you so much again to my beautiful friend Angie for creating this. It's the last time it will be present, so I wanted to make this extra special. If you really receive it. And yes, we will keep stepping, we will keep making our moves. And we'll keep putting love out there for myself and for you and for all of us. See you next week, loves. Bye for now.